Hi everyone. Apologising in advance if the lighting's a bit weird. Yesterday it was way too sunny, so my face is bleached, and today it's way too cloudy, and I can't get a happy medium. So I've got a little lamp on, so it's a bit yellow and a bit white and a bit silly. But as you'll notice, my hair is not styled. Actually, you may not notice, but it's not styled, and that's because I wanted to do a redo of one of the reviews I did in the very early days of my channel, and the reason being is that I looked back at it a couple of days ago and I was like, that was bad. It got something silly like 1,500 views, and it was just it wasn't even a review. So I'm going to be doing a review and demo of this product, which is the Osis Dust It Mattifying, what is this, mattifying powder, that's it, which it has become very quickly, a holy grail for me, and I've pretty much used it every day for about 2 years now, I want to say. Excuse me. So, yeah. Let's start, shall we? This is what the little bottle looks like. It's very small, very compact. It's made of plastic, you know, fairly standard. As you open the lid, you'll notice it's a salt shaker style bottle. It has little holes to dispense the product through. And I have a problem with this because the holes are far too big, and there are far too many of them, and believe me, when you get too much of this particular product on your hair, you will know about it, because you can't really get it off. It's a really difficult product, and the best you can do if you put too much on is to try and dispense it evenly, but your hair will feel really horrible for the whole day. So I think that's a really big oversight with the design of this bottle. Other than that, it's really compact, so it's perfect for your handbag on a night out. It's really lightweight, and it's really good for travelling, airport security. You know, we can't take liquids through, but you can take this through because it's a powder, and it's a really useful little product, so I wanted to do a fairer review of it. So in this little container you get about 10 grams of product, and that doesn't seem like a lot, but this bottle lasts me for ages. It really does. A little goes a long way with this product. I think it's just a really great product. The way that it works, you need hardly any, and normally, you know, you can rinse through like a TG product, because they say, you know, use a 20 pence size blob or whatever it is, or a nickel or a dime. I don't know what they say in America or any other country, but this, you barely need any. So, but I'll show you what the powder looks like, because it's kind of weird. It's got mainly silica in it. Silica and some very strange sounding things. So what it is, you can just see, it's a white powder. It's really weird. And when you rub it between your fingertips, it like literally sucks all of the moisture out of your hand. Really, it's really strange. Obviously, because it's a mattifying doing it the other way around now. Obviously, because it's a mattifying powder, it will like suck all the moisture out, but it really feels weird when you rub it between your fingers. Sorry, I've got a strange throat today. But this product is really good for when you get up in the morning and you don't have time, or you don't want to wash your hair, and you can just sprinkle this into the roots, and it gives a bit more volume. It makes it stop looking less greasy. So it's kind of like a dry shampoo in that respect, except that it volumizes and it's got a bit of hold to it. But I will show you what it does before I carry on this review. So I've got a bit in my hand. Generally what I tend to do is I run it through the bottom of my hair. I don't know if you can see, but basically I can start doing strange things with my hair, which they're quite short-lived in a way. They don't last really long time, but the product in your hair actually lasts. But I'll go on to that in a second. So the way I tend to use it, God, I feel like Anne of Cleves. Just going to flatten my hair a bit. The way I tend to use it is I use it just at the bottom of my hair, just to give my hair a bit of oomph and a bit of shape, because as anyone who's growing out their hair will know, when you're growing your hair out, you have to go through this crappy neither here nor there stage where it's basically too short to do anything with, but too long to do anything interesting with. Like, I used to spike my hair up, and I know in the original video I used to spike my hair up quite a lot, but when I use it into the roots, which I need to look into a mirror for, I basically just tap a bit on, and you can see that my hair starts to look more volumized. Obviously it's quite difficult to do this because I'm doing it backwards into a webcam, and I just did it into the mirror, but it's not the most easiest of processes to show. But what I like to do is I like to tap a bit into the roots of my hair and scrunch it around, disperse the product, and then let it sit for a couple of minutes and then see if I need any more. So I'm going to go on with the rest of the review now. So you can see I can do quite interesting things with my hair with this product in it. It's quite a strange little product, but anyway. The other things that this product is really good for is short hair. If you've got like a pixie crop like I used to have, you can use it. It's really good for spiking your hair up. I used to be able to like get really good spikes coming up here. I used to love that. Sadly, I can't anymore because I'm growing my hair out, but that's quite fun. And also, it's really good for oily hair. I know that I mentioned that you can use it when you don't want to wash your hair in the morning, but you can also use it for oily hair just to give it a bit more oomph, because when you've got oily hair, typically when you've got oily hair, it seems to be fine hair as well. I don't know if that's just what I think, but typically it seems to be fine hair. So you need the volume and you need something to mattify the oil in your hair, so it's a really good product for that. It's also really good for backcombing. If you ever want to backcomb your hair, you can just backcomb it and then run a bit of this through it, and it will stay for the whole day, and it won't. It just really holds really well. It's also really good for adding volume at the roots. As you see, it's not hugely dramatic on me because my hair is at that kind of weird, not going to do anything stage. But it's good for that too. It's also good for people who use hot styling tools, because I know when I straighten my hair it looks a lot flatter, so this gives me a bit more volume and bounce in my hair without being really obvious about it. But what I will say is I think it's bad for people that have dry hair, dry or damaged hair, because it may exacerbate that. It will make it feel a lot drier and look a lot drier. And it's also really good for everyday styling as well. So when you have really slippery, really clean hair, it's really useful for making it a bit more matte, a bit more easier to handle. But I will say that it's a product that's really difficult to remove. You really do have to wash your hair very well in the shower. And on that basis, I would suggest using a clarifying shampoo every so often to remove product residue in your hair. But this powder stays all day in my hair, and by that I don't mean that it retains the style. I mean, it's not going to stay like this all day, but what it does do is stay in your hair. So when the style drops later on, I can just ruffle my hair up and I can get back the volume that I had before. So the product stays in your hair, but it doesn't retain a style. It's only got light control on here. So I mean, you can trade up. I find it's like a reflex now to just ruffle up my hair when it starts looking crap. So maybe that's just me. But you could also team it with hairspray to keep the hold, but I've never found that necessary. But this cost me $9.99 the first time I bought it. I think I bought it for cheaper. But there are fakes on eBay, so watch out for that. And what I think about it is that I will keep buying this. I've had it from really short hair, and I'm going to continue using it when I have long hair because I can just see so many uses for this. It's not a very nice feeling product, however, and it will not leave your hair feeling silky or smooth. Your hair will actually feel quite uncomfortable, especially if you've got very soft hair. When you put this in the first time, the feel of it is just not nice. But I think it's probably one of the most useful, most versatile little products I've ever had. So hopefully this review is better than last time. I think it may have been. So, and hopefully it was useful. This is my holy grail of hair products, and yeah, see you later.